All right, welcome to our first video in terms of line editing in ArcMap. And in this one, again, we're going to go through a series of steps. In the first case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with modifying vertices, in other words, making a line better. We're going to be using moving vertices, adding vertices, and in fact, we're going to remove a couple of them. So that's a modification part. Then later on, we're going to be doing adding lines, deleting lines, split lines, and those will each be different videos. In our first one, what I'm interested in us doing is we're going to do the modification of vertices. And in this case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to use World Topographic Map now as a base layer. We're going to zoom into Allegheny County, and you'll notice when we do this that the rivers are really kind of messed up. They're at a very coarse scale. So what we're going to do is take the Ohio River as it flows west from Pittsburgh to the Allegheny County border, and we're going to make it follow the stream channel on the base layer better. And we're going to do this by modifying the vertices. So let's get started on that one. Okay, so here we are back in our editing environment in ArcMap. And again, what I've done here, instead of using OpenStreetMap, I'm going to use the World Topographic Map. And again, you can get that by clicking here, and in our base map, you'll notice that that one is right here. That's what I'm using. And one of the things that immediately you'll notice is that, let me go back, that the Allegheny, Ohio, and Monongahela are not represented here accurately at all. In fact, so here is what they call the Ohio River. Again, you'll notice I can use my identity tool. I'll click on the river, and it says that is the Ohio. And you'll notice that it's not even close to really what this channel is. And so what we want to do is we want to edit that river's level. So we're going to, on that feature class, I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to begin my editing. So I'm going to start editing. Again, continue. And now you'll notice that again, I have this active, so I'm going to click on rivers. And here are my construction tools. And all I've asked you to do is from essentially this point here to here, I want to make this better. And again, I'm going to do this at roughly 300,000. So it's not going to be perfect, but it clearly is going to follow the stream channel a little bit better. Now, the first thing that I want to do in doing this, though, is I want to expose my vertices. So I'm going to click on my pointer tool here. And what I'm going to do is double left mouse click on the line feature. And you'll notice that now I can see all my vertices. And one of the first things you'll notice is that there simply aren't enough vertices. And so what I need to do here is I need to begin to add vertices. And so once I've exposed those, what you should see is your Edit Vertices toolbar. And here it is. I want to kind of point out what's on here. And so this is my pointer, my Modify sketch vertices. That allows me to move them. Then I can add vertices or subtract vertices. And clearly what I need to do first is add some vertices in here to begin to move this. And so I'm going to click on the line with my Add Vertices tool. So I'm going to click on that. That's my active tool now. And I'm going to begin to add a few vertices in. So I'm going to do one there. And for the moment, I'm going to add in just a couple of them and see how that works. So now I've done that. Now I'm going to go up again and grab my Modify. And I'm going to simply drag these into a better space. Okay, so we'll drag it down a little bit. There we go. And this one seems to be okay. This one I'm going to bring up a little bit. There. That's a little bit better. And now I've got to add a few more vertices in to get this to work. I'm going to add one there, and one there. And now again, I'm going to stretch it. And we'll stretch it there. And we'll stretch it there. Now I need a couple more, so I'm going to put in another one here and here. And again, we're going to then move those down. And move that one down. And this one I'm going to move up to there. And so now I'm in a little bit better shape. And what I want to do now is I kind of want to zoom in a little bit and take a look at this and see how it looks. And again, it's always a question of what scale you digitize at is how accurate your line is going to be. So if we zoom in now, I'm at 60,000. Clearly my line still looks a little rough in terms of this, but I asked you to do this at 300,000, so based on our 300,000 scale, at least from here to here, it's pretty accurate. Now, I can also, if I've put in, for example, let's say that I'm now in here and I've put in too many vertices, and let's say I'm going to put in 2 more here, and I'm going to move one of these. If I take this one and move it really weird, that is going to obviously change the river. So what I want to do in this case is if I take this vertex and I choose to delete it, okay, let's first we'll click off of this. And now I'm going to click back onto it so you can see the process. Now that my river is too complicated, so I double click on it, and now I'm going to remove a vertex. And if I click on this vertex to remove it, what you'll notice is it shows me what the new path would be, and that's what I've done here. So now I'm done with my modifications, and I am now, of course, going to save my edits. I'll be back in the next video to show you the next piece.